Hi everyone, welcome back to the Alan Lee Swami Prediction Show, Season 2, Episode 3. Now that the fantasy season is underway, there's a lot to talk about with the games played over the weekend and the waiver wire madness, as well as just general Alan predictions for the coming week. As always, with me is Dr. Alan Lee. Alan, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you doing, Kevin?
I am well, I could be better, but losing every game kind of sucks.
It's not your fault.
Well,
Injuries.
it is my fault, but let's get going so we can sort of revisit everything else. So if we look at last week's record, not too bad.
Woohoo,
Improvement over the week
550.
before, right? So now you're batting 42% for the season, still worse than a coin flip. But I think eventually we have to go back to calling it a coin flip show again.
Yes.
So here, any particular ones? You got both of your locks of the week right, and
Mhm.
then you got your own game right. But any comments on anything that surprised you?
I think everything's just like a lot. I couldn't believe like Chop you know getting injured. That was big for George, right? So
Yeah, yeah, and I thought that was a really good game, but Crusher, despite Warriors winning that many points, still lost by a lot.
I know it's crazy,
All
right?
right.
It's a lot.
Yeah, so but that's all you can do. All right.
Hmm.
And then the favorite part of the show, I think, for many is the waiver wire.
Oh yeah, we
You
have
want to
some
comment
news.
on
I
Jerome
think
Ford?
few people attempted to blow all their FFAB away, right? And then Cayenne finally, took the bold move and did something, right? Added like Ford, and I think he's gonna be a very good, at least one if it's not like alpha like running back, at least it's gonna be one B, right?
Oh, I don't know. Is he? That's why they signed Kareem Hunt right
Kareem
away.
Hunt,
They signed him
like
right away. They didn't even wait. They just signed him right away.
well, I mean, he's familiar with the system, but then he's so washed up. There's a reason they didn't sign him, right? He's
They signed
slow.
him for $4 million.
Yeah, but then he's slow. He averaged like what, like 3 yard a carry, and it wasn't pretty last year. So,
Okay. I
hmm
think I think this is gonna be more like 50-50.
I think
But
this is going to be the best pickup for the year. That's why everyone was very
better than
smart in our
Puck,
league.
but better than Puka.
I think even better than Puka for the people who's needing running backs because everyone's hurting. All the running back, Saquon, like Chubb, even my ETN is hurting. My goodness, so many injuries this year.
You have two walking starting running backs who are
They're
not injured.
walking, but they're limping, So
Yeah, but at least they're playing, right?
yeah, they're playing, but then with a Q, right? Playing with a Q.
Yeah, I think that's interesting, right? Because now you're paying $10 for Hunter Henry, $7 for Tutu Atwell. So you can see that the waiver wire, there's really not much money left, right?
Hmm.
And we talked
Yeah,
about this last week. I think you probably have to really spend the money early on,
yeah,
if you really want to buy somebody, right?
exactly. Hmm.
So, but maybe Cam Akers is available. He's now, in Minnesota now.
Oh, you
So
see, he's really in Minnesota. I did not
yes.
know.
So they actually, this is incredible. They updated it. So he's in Minnesota.
Wow.
And so that may be worthy of some of your fab dollars, Alan
So
Lee.
did you like pick up Kim Akers then? Someone better pick it up.
I don't have no, he's on waivers. You can't pick him up right away. You gotta do waivers.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Okay.
It won't clear until Friday morning, so you have
All
time.
right. All right, people pick up Kim Akers. Thanks. Alexander Madison was like doing horrible for the first 2 weeks. Poor Danny. His team's gonna be downgraded more.
I know that's the problem. All right, so let's
All right.
go. Let's just
Let's
go
take a
quickly
look.
to this week's, and
All
then
right. Who do we have right first?
so we're gonna do this right now. So let's go to this game first. All right, can you see my screen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Tensai and Apocalypse.
Terrasan Compass. Let's see. Yeah. All right. I think like
It looks
yeah,
pretty lopsided, but that's because Tensai is not starting his star running back forward.
Ford. Well, it turns out it's just been like always like FFAB dollar on the unproven fifth round running back Ford. Okay, yeah, I'm bitter because I didn't get him, so I'm trying to like put him down. But the thing is, Jacob just got negative yardage, right? Negative QR for 9 carries last
Yeah,
week. So it's going to be an interesting decision for Tyen to whether to start Ford or Jacobs, right?
yeah.
And Eric doesn't have to make that kind of decision. He know who he start.
Well, you
Jibs,
never know.
and
DeAndre
Swift.
Swift Gainwell may come back,
Well, but
right?
then who's going to sit like Swift when he did that? Right? But then Eric does have to decide whether to start Samuel over Ayuk or Ayuk over Samuel. So, but in the end, talent should win out. Tensei is just struggling without Cup, and then that's like out of out of his budget. So,
Yeah, but
yep,
Tua may
that post's
score
gonna win.
50, you
Um,
know? So I
the
still
problem
think,
is, Miami just proved that they can win both ways. So they can kill you with the running game or the passing game.
yeah,
So Tua is not going to do too much if the running game is working, and I think it's going to work. Mozart looked great.
yeah,
So
I agree.
so Eric's going to get his first win of the season. I'm surprised he's been scoring so high, yet he's there in two.
Well, sometimes that happens, right? You can only play those that are on your schedule,
Yeah.
right? All right, the next one that we had to, I don't understand why this is doing this here. Let's go to this. Okay, the next one is you and Bao's team.
You about okay. I,
That's you.
I I think I usually don't put myself as lock of the week, but like looking at bouncing injuries everywhere, I am going to put myself as lock of the week because even Yahoo projected me to win by about 10 points, right? So Lamar Jackson is looking good, right? You saw the games like he got his like new weapon Flowers, and he got his old weapon Andrew back, and he's running, just keeps it honest. So he's really always going to give me the floor and high ceiling. And then Purdy missed like three short TDs, right? So Purdy is something can connect with the deep passes. And then brings me the memory of Jimmy G. So Purdy might be pull Jimmy G and get 3 interceptions this time. I don't
Not
know.
against the Giants, though. The Giants are terrible. The
That's
Giants
that
are
that's
terrible.
true. And it seems like Dallas, he has like CD Lamb, but Dallas never really needs him, right? He's like a decoy because Dallas defense is so good, right? So
He has
CD having
Dallas defense, though.
oh,
Dallas defense.
yes, I am going to win, assuming Dallas doesn't score 30 points on me again.
Uh,
Uh, so that's the thing. So my major weakness was everyone knows was tight end, and hopefully I think I addressed it by spending $10 on the on the waiver wire to get Hunter Henry. So I think
yeah.
I'm pretty good.
You
Yeah,
should probably draw Kyle Pitts. I think he's the fourth option in Atlanta.
I can't.
Not that good. I mean, you can hold up a roster spot. That's good for me, or the rest of the you can hold the useless guy.
Yeah,
But I think it's he's struggling because Eckler is out and
Eckler's out.
Taylor is somewhere else,
$68. If
right?
I lose to him, that means I lose to the team, you know, not having a $68 stud. That would be sad, if I
Yeah.
lose.
Well, let's try. All right, that's the next game. We'll do Pace and Stud God. So this
Uh,
is an interesting game, I think.
so so it's like uh who is it? George?
No, it's
Oh,
Pace
Pace.
and Jack's team.
Oh yeah,
And
I
the
feel like
reason
this
is
has to be
Richardson is injured. Can you see it?
yeah,
Yeah,
he's injured and
he's playing
he's
Baker
starting
Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield like wow, okay. Yeah, so Jack is sitting right now at number 1 leaderboard.
Yeah.
Okay, but and we all know he wasn't even paying attention during the draft night, right? It just tells you like this is a game, it's all luck, and don't be upset when you lose because look, Jack is winning, number
No,
one.
Jack will say this is all skill, buddy.
No
Uh,
way. Okay, so you see like Mahomes and like basically Kelsey and they're heating up, and Geno Smith looked good last week. So I don't know. I think like Pace is going to win for sure because Henry and Algiers snap counts like worries me. They don't have, especially this week versus Detroit. Algiers probably not going to run that much. They're going to have to force the throw because they're going to be trailing.
yeah, so this is lock of the week, huh?
Lock of the week, especially Jack's son guy's not playing. So he's injured. So Jack has two Qs. Right? Henry's
Oh,
injured.
that's right. Well,
Senga's
see,
injured.
actually, no, but he's questionable. He might play.
Yeah, I mean, they already said like it's a pretty, bad sprain, and if you're playing on a sprain ankle, you're not gonna have that burst and that speed.
Well, let's see what happens then.
Lock of the week. Count
All
on it.
right,
I
lock
can't
of the
believe
week.
Jack cannot. I do not admit Jack being number one.
Oh, it's week 3. Okay, now next game is food and the freak here
Okay,
for the
yeah.
bench. Yeah,
Food. Let me check. Okay, yeah. I think he's gonna win, and I think he's gonna win big, right? You know, he has like what Bijan Robinson, uh, and White, right? And then while Freaks team like just suffer some unfortunate injuries. His starting
but
running
why
backs
is
are pulled
Dobbins
out.
still on the team? I think this is freak trying to flex again, like last year when he kept 2 kickers. Right?
Yep. So he has no Saquon, no Dobbins. That's like 100 FFAB, right?
He's got to
So
start Javante. He stole hit Javante from you.
yeah,
I
but
think
Javante, I seriously, he's going to give you like good for 5 to 10 points, and that's about it, right? The Russell Wilson led Bronco is looking. I mean, their defense is good, but their offense just looked like last year disaster, right?
yeah.
So
I mean,
this is going to be blowout. Food is
yeah.
going to be winning big.
This is below of the week. All right.
Mhm.
Sorry, Calvin. You gotta trade him. You gotta find me. I will trade you whoever you like. All right. And then we have a couple second to last game. We have G's and the Crusher. So this will be an interesting game. Not from the predictions, I think.
Decent
What do you
question.
think? Yep.
Uh, let me. I think like let me check really quick. Uh, oh yeah, I say Crush is gonna win easily because like, you know, he's just suffered like he had Chubb, right? So he
Yeah.
lost like
Yeah,
60
but he's got
point
Brian
right there.
Robinson, man. He's got Brian Robinson.
I
Just
know,
as
yeah. I have to give like tip my hat to George. George did a good job in drafting Dev and getting lucky, landing Brian Robinson, so that but then he just lost the best pure runner in the game in Chubb, and he will, stay competitive somewhat, but not against the team as talented as like Ronnie, right? Who you just said pick up the possibly the best waiver wire pickup in
yeah,
the rookie
but he is also
Nakua.
playing possibly the worst waiver pickup.
Well, because Edwards, but then he has like what McCaffrey and Edwards. I think McCaffrey and Edwards are good to give you like 40 points, but I can't say the same for George's combination. Polar is good, and Brian Robinson. I think like if you see him, he's a runner. He doesn't receive, and anytime you know, the game script is throwing, he's going to be giving you 5 points instead of 25.
Yeah, I think this is actually gonna be quite a good game. I'm
Yeah,
looking
it's going
forward.
to be close game, but I think Crusher is overall has a better team. Just like
Yeah,
talent all over. Like he has like what Waddle, Godwin, Evan. Wow, crazy.
yeah. This
Hmm.
is gonna That's a very good game. All right, so
Yeah,
you pick the Crusher though.
I mean, I
Okay.
mean, yeah. That's why well, Crusher has Herbert, right?
Yeah.
Herbert is supposed to be playing against Minnesota. Supposed to be like 30 point
All right,
blowout
so the
spot.
last game. This is also your upset of the week, I think, right?
Who's the last
It's
person? Oh,
Haymaker and
you.
Eurotrash.
Yeah, I think like this is gonna be upset of the week. I mean, you are projected to win by 5,
Well,
but
projections doesn't mean anything.
but Justin Field like so far looks just like simply horrible, right? And Kirk Cousins right now throwing 300 yards and tossing 2 to 3 TDs to Hawkinson, Addison, and of course Jefferson. Right? So it's like when you have those like three talent, it's hard to not be good as a quarterback. You have to be like really physically like non-ambulatory to play that.
That's
And
true, and he still
yeah,
has Alexander Madison, even though Cam Akers is there. This is last week, but
exactly. Oh, and also like looking at Euro last week, he scored like 116 points, right?
no, I
So
only scored 101 or two,
I
not
mean,
that.
but you're playing like Euro trash, who scored 116. So his team has a potential to blow up any day. He's like, wow. So
Yeah, I mean that's the problem. Jones is, two starting running backs are on the bench with question
mm,
marks.
yeah, and
Yeah,
that's the
you can't
problem with
win.
yeah, you have like what you have Jefferson Brown, awesome, but you also have Dale Kelly and Warren.
Well, no running
So
backs whatsoever,
yeah,
right?
those were like you pick them up, I think, during either waiver wire or free agent, right? So not looking good for you, Kevin. It's like,
No, that's
yeah, give me
okay.
give me Jefferson. I'll give you like Miles Sender. The plus cow
Sure.
pits.
Yeah, I think that would be a fantastic way. So, I think this will be an upset of the week, and I agree. I think this is gonna be an easy game for Danny to walk over.
Well,
Um, okay. So,
any Sunday.
uh, anything else that we wanted to talk about in terms? I think there are maybe some new rule changes that we can vote on as a league after the season. I think in the chat, Ronnie brought up a point where maybe in trades you can trade for auction dollars,
Hmm.
right? So somebody like Ronnie who has $1 left, or Tyen who has $0 left, he
Wow,
can
that.
he can trade Kyle Pitts for $2 of fab money,
Hmm. I don't
right?
know.
So I think,
Like, does Yahoo allow you to do that? I don't know.
well, if Yahoo doesn't do that, then I think maybe we need to move to a different platform
Hmm.
like Sleeper or something, right? Because I don't think it's fair to ask the commissioner to keep like track of what
Yeah,
is
it's
what, right?
hard. Yeah, maybe
So
it's just too complicated. Yeah,
yeah, I think it may be too
mhm,
complicated, but that's fine.
yeah.
That's why we can vote on it as a league and decide
But
what to do.
Dynasty League, I heard is fun. Because once you pick a player,
Yeah,
wow.
but then I think you need to redraft and clear everything because you
Yeah,
can't, it's not fair
that's
to.
true. Hmm.
And I also think it's too much work,
It is too much work because you
right?
have to think about strategy like 10 years from now, and I don't
Right.
have
You're
that
just thinking we just want
brain
to play
power.
now, right?
Yes,
And I feel like,
I'm like right
it's
now kind of person, right?
oh, no, well, also I feel like we want to keep Freak in the league, and
Yeah.
he doesn't even have time to drop Dobbins.
Oh yeah,
So
that too. Yes, I want to be able to play with Freak.
right, so
Yeah, we know
it's not gonna
no,
be as
it's not
fun.
gonna be fun for him. Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
So all right, well, best of luck this week, Ellen, and
All
then
right, hopefully I at least get like half right, above 50%, right?
otherwise we'll call it the coin flip show,
Yeah,
and then
when I hit like above 50%, I can tell people that I guess most of the
most of
picks
fifty point
correct.
five percent, fifty point one
50.5,
percent.
50.1 is most, right? Yeah,
You can say I have the majority of
my picks correct.
my
Yes.
my predictions
Yeah.
are correct. So, all
That's
right,
what I'm
man, stay
shooting for.
safe, and then we'll
All
see you
right.
next.
Take care then.